We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Winston now to throw on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
36-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? We're ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day.
From the gun, Winston, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike, ready? Mike 45. Check, Mike 42. Watch the pass. 42's the mark, boys. 45.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Love. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At the 9-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Love from the gun. Stepping up, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Jordan Love, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Come on.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Cowboys 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, Winston got an open man, the tight end Jarwin.
Winston.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. First down, Winston. This to Jarwin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
That's good.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11 yards there, first down.
48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. And this is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout taken.
It's a gain of 7.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it? Now the ball comes loose. And the Cowboys have recovered. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Steps away. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
16 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Right there, 54, right there.
On second down, it's Jones. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. From the gun, Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Again, it's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run the counter. Pollard. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the Packers' 44-yard line.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 42's Mike. 42's Mike.
Here's Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Winston. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. against him. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
Green Bay.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He completes it right side to White. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
It's a gain of
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
Packers.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Pollard again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run here with Barber. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Green Bay.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throw left side complete. It's Barton.
That's good.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Winston. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
And a Packer first down.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
6-yard line.
Now Pollard. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Let's go, baby. Ready. Watching the ground. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Rolling to his right. Fights free at the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Barber. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Down, Cowboys. Tonight's final
Partner, great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Dallas, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.